Cannot find anybody to do governor's bed in Oka. Then the governor will sleep on the floor. Forget it. There must be a furniture man here that will give me furniture in Oka that will sleep. That's how we brought one Mr. Daja. I used to know him as a small boy. His company has collapsed. I called him and said, listen, you still know how to do furniture. I said, yes. I said, go and do all the bed that is here. Whoever can sleep in it can go and sleep somewhere else, not there. Why am I saying all this? All these things people tell you, this country today can still function on our income and be able to save money.
Within 2 years of establishing Innocent Vehicles, the then governor of Anambra State, Mr. Peter Obi, ordered for 1,000 units of Innocent Vehicles, which includes pickups, buses, and SUVs. The show of faith by Mr. Peter Obi was the trigger Innocent needed to show the durability and capacity of the Made in Nigeria vehicle. Today, the vehicles bought under the administration of Mr. Peter Obi are still being used today by some traditional rulers, schools, as well as security agencies, proving the durability strength of Innocent Vehicles. Truth is that for 11 years IVM has been in existence, there has never been a better last year. Innocent Vehicles has been improving steadily on the quality of its vehicles by ensuring it gets feedbacks from the users of Innocent Vehicles to know their views on their IVM experience, and with these feedbacks it seeks better ways to improve on the taste and preferences of our customers to suit.
Receptacles and 30 school buses were procured by the state government from an indigenous manufacturing company in the state. The waste evacuation materials will be distributed to the various local government areas in the state for effective and proper waste management, while the school buses will go to secondary schools in the state that didn't get theirs in the previous distribution.
It was a dual ceremony at Innocent Vehicles Manufacturing Factory, Newi, with the launch of over 300 million naira worth of waste evacuation trucks and receptacles and 30 school buses by the Anambra State Governor, Mr. Peter Obi. The governor said inasmuch as proper waste management in the state is important to him, the idea of procuring the waste management materials and school buses from an indigenous manufacturing company is also of utmost importance.
This is only vehicle manufacturing facility in Nigeria. We're proud of that. And this is happening in Anambra State. And like I said before, I was part of this. It was our own conducive environment that attracted this, and we've been supporting it.
The governor made it clear that with the provision of basic necessity to achieve a clean environment, whoever defaults will be dealt according to the law.
And we will soon start a very strict punishment for those who want Anambra State to be dirty.
The trucks and receptacles were launched, and the elected Commissioner for Environment revealed what maintaining clean environment had earned the state, while the Commissioner for Education could not hide his joy for the buses.
UNDP awarded Anambra State $4 million for being #1 in integrated waste management system in Nigeria.
Your Excellency, that you've made my principals proud. Each time we go for an outing, be it Abuja or anywhere outside the state, my principals usually stand out because their buses will be everywhere.
The governor and his entourage were taken around the facility of the manufacturing company, with the chairman of the company, Mr. Innocent Chukuma, explaining what prospects the factory holds for the state if it continues to enjoy government support.
Welcome to my channel, where we discuss everything and all things politics, especially about the 2023 presidential election. And as I used to say in this channel, 2023 presidential election, this year's election, is the most important of all the elections, because the president of Nigeria wields enormous powers that could be used for good. In this video, I want to talk about an issue that somebody wanted me to address. What Peter Obi did in Anambra State to turn Anambra State from consumption to production. You know, the Peter Obi campaign is known for the mantra that Nigeria will be turned from consumption to production. And some people have been wondering, what did Peter Obi do in Anambra State to prove that he can be trusted, that he can be able to turn Nigeria from being a consuming nation to a productive nation? So the video you watch are some of the proof. But what I'm doing now is to analyze what you've just seen. You have seen the first video you watched was Peter Obi talking about what happened when he emerged governor of Anambra State. Don't forget that Peter Obi was pronounced governor of Anambra State by the Supreme Court because the election was stolen by the People's Democratic Party, and Peter Obi got his mandate given to him by the Anambra people through the Supreme Court. Now, when Peter Obi resumed work as governor of Anambra State, properties, remember the Oba family, the Andy Oba and all the Obas, they were the people that were in charge of PDP at that time. So they were not happy. Some of their supporters destroyed so many properties. Even the government house was literally vandalized. So Peter Obi wanted to make furniture, to have furniture, beddings, and what have you, needed for the government house. Okay. And there were suggestions that Peter Obi should buy imported furniture, because there are already furniture companies in Lagos, Abuja, elsewhere, where they sell furniture from Italy and all over the world. Many of you are aware of this. There are a lot of furnitures that are being used to furnish and decorate state government houses across the country that were not made in Nigeria. So there was that suggestion that there should be need to furnish the governor's office, his house, and everything else. Well, Peter Obi said that the best thing what he wanted was that the furnishing of the government house, everything must be done by a furniture maker in Awka, the capital of Anambra State. So that's his insistence that every bed, every chair in the government house must be done, must be produced in Anambra State, in Awka. It's a sign, a proof of somebody who has confidence in the productive ability of his people. And that is what he was going to do with Nigeria. So you can see what he said in that video. He said, if anybody that comes to this place that cannot sleep in a bed that was made in Awka, then the person can go and look for where he had to go and sleep. That is vintage Peter Obi for you. He was ready to ensure that people of Anambra, furniture makers, were productive and they were patronized. So you can bet your bottom dollar that Peter Obi becoming president of Nigeria, he will use made in Nigerian produce and he will encourage productivity so that we will be consuming the furnitures produced, manufactured, designed in Nigeria. That is one of the few examples of how Peter Obi turned Anambra State from being a consuming state to a productive state, which is what he can do for the whole country. And I'm telling you this, that by the time I finish, you now tell me what Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu did in Lagos that could compare to this. By the time I finish analyzing, already you have seen the video. What I'm doing here is to give you background to what you have just seen Okay? And now, before I go further on this subject, if you are new to my channel and you have not yet subscribed to my channel, subscribe to my channel. Hit the subscription button. Hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, you'll be among the first to know. God bless you. And don't forget to like this video, because when you like this video, Google will recommend it to more people, and more people will watch it, and they will see the need to support Peter Obi, and they will see that this mantra of moving Nigeria from consumption to production is not a ruse, it's not a fairy tale, it's a reality that Peter Obi exhibited when he was governor of Anambra State. Now, the second video you watched was a video that was made by Innocent Vehicle Manufacturing. That was at the 10th anniversary of Innocent Motors, or Innocent Vehicle Manufacturing Company, where the manufacturing company with its own mouth was telling you what Peter Obi did. How Peter Obi ordered for 1,000 vehicles. Peter Obi ordered for 1,000 vehicles, including buses, pickups, SUVs, refuse evacuators, what have you. These vehicles were ordered, and Peter Obi paid the money in advance, so that Innocent Motor, at that time, nobody has confidence in Innocent Motor. Nobody believed that a Nigerian manufacturer can manufacture a vehicle that will be used in Nigeria. But Peter Obi had confidence in Innocent Motors. Peter Obi was ready to invest the hope of Anambra people on Innocent Motors and paid it in advance to produce buses. These buses were eventually manufactured and distributed to schools. There was no school in Anambra State that didn't get those buses. There were no traditional ruler in Anambra State that didn't get SUV from manufactured by Innocent. There were no security agencies in Anambra that didn't get pickups for security agencies. He did this to build the confidence of Innocent Motors and to show that Anambra can move from consumption to production to the level of producing the car they use in their state. And that was exactly what happened. They were able to pull it off. Peter Obi had narrated in some other video how some people were skeptical of using that vehicle. Today, those vehicles are still on the road. Today, those vehicles are advertisement of Innocent durability, meant for Nigerian roads. Today, Innocent has even improved better than what it was at that time. But Innocent would have amounted to nothing, would have collapsed if he didn't get the support of Peter Obi, who understood the economics of turning an economy from consumption to production. You know thousands of people that have been employed by Innocent Motors. Peter Obi left power for how many? Since 2000 and it's about 2014 or thereabout, 2013 or 14 thereabout. But he has left power since. Yet Innocent Motors is waxing strong, because the patronage that Peter Obi gave in ensuring that Anambra people and residents in Anambra uses a vehicle manufactured in the state. The importance of it cannot be overemphasized. Today, Inosi Motors has blown, so to say. Like they say in local parlance, Inosi don't blow. Federal government is patronizing Inosi today. Foreign countries are patronizing Inosi today. But it all started with Peter Obi having confidence in Inosi and having confidence in what he had been saying in turning a society from consumption to production. Today, who are the beneficiaries of this? Anambra State government, federal government, and the whole world who patronize Inosi Motors. Inosi Motors has gone too far to the level that it helps in building vehicles for Nigerian military. But he couldn't have risen to this level if not that Peter Obi believed in moving a society from consumption to production. And he didn't just say it, he exhibited it. As I'm talking to you now, the official vehicle of Governor Chukwu Masoludo, governor of Anambra State, is Inosi Motors SUV. So when people begin to talk about what did Peter Obi do to show that he can turn consumption he can move a society from consumption to production, these are proof. These are proofs. He did it. You have seen the videos. He did it. There are more videos you have not seen, where Peter is showing exactly that he believes in local content long before local content becomes fashionable. So you when people begin to say, what did he do? Some people are even saying that Peter Obi, like Reno Mokre talking about Peter Obi, that Peter Obi's business was on importation, blah, blah, blah. But look at what he did in Anambra State in terms of manufacturing. So he was the person that encouraged motor vehicle production in Anambra State. Today, Nigeria is better for it. The profile of Nigeria has risen internationally because we have in our country a homegrown, indigenous vehicle manufacturing company. And this is because there was a governor in Anambra State who believed in turning a society from consumption to production. So what he did is what he can repeat as president of Nigeria. Another thing that Peter Obi did, he invested Anambra money in international breweries. And that international breweries is today located in Onitsha, producing beers that people are drinking. That brewery has generated thousands of jobs and has multiplier effects in terms of other economic developments associated with it. You know, you cannot have an industry as powerful, as large as the international brewery in Onitsha without having multiplier effect. It's not just those who have been in the thousands that were employed directly in the brewery. there are subcontractors, there are so many people who have benefited. And Anambra State government is benefiting from taxation, revenue generation, and what have you. Not to talk about the social responsibility that that brewery does now. You remember when, during the recent flooding, where several parts of Anambra State and the whole country actually was flooded. You saw what international breweries in Onitsha did, how they were donating, supplying items to those who were affected. Now, that brewery is one of the biggest breweries companies in the world, with headquarters in Belgium. Now, some of the raw materials, agricultural raw materials that are used in that breweries are being sourced within Anambra and the environment. So the raw materials are now were used to turn something that could have been consumed into a productive venture through their addition of technology. So you can go and ask yourself, what are the raw materials used in making beer? Those raw materials are some of the things that Peter Obi, by his foresight, by his policy of turning Anambra State from being a consuming nation to a consuming society, a consuming state to a productive state, was made possible by that factory there. So when anybody asks you, where has Peter Obi shown that he has the capacity to turn Nigeria from consumption to production? Cite these few examples I have given you right now. There are so many. I didn't want to talk much about it, but I know that Peter Obi is a very conscious person when it comes to taking advantage of turning a society from consumption to production. He has done it before, he can do it again. He can do it with Nigeria. And I want you to, on the comment box here, tell me the industry, whether it's agriculture or whatever, that Tinubu helped to make what it is today in Lagos. I want to be told, you can, in the commentary box, where there is any indication that Tinubu helped in turning any parts of Lagos State from consumption to production. All we hear about is that he raised revenue. Yet, Lagos is the most indebted state in Nigeria, both in local and international debts. Peter Obi don't use to blow his own trumpet, but at least the videos you watched before now should convince you that this is a man who strongly believes in his society, that Nigeria can be able to produce what we need, that we should stop dependency abroad, that we should stop consuming, being a consuming nation, everything we consume from abroad, that we need to produce, must look inward. Peter Obi has shown you this example by his patronage of local contractors, by his patronage of local manufacturers. And Peter Obi was also known for encouragement that he gave to manufacturers in Anambra State. All of them, not just in us or the furniture makers, manufacturers. Nnewi has a lot of manufacturing companies. Peter Obi encouraged them because he believed in adding value. He believed in adding value to raw materials. He believed in productivity. He believed in homegrown technology. Go and ask industrialists in Anambra State, in Nnewi, in Awka, they will tell you that Peter Obi did fantastically well in encouraging the industries. Of course, there are limitations to what he can do. You know what the power sector problem we are having in Nigeria? A state governor may not do much about it. But in terms of patronage, Peter Obi encouraged productivity in Anambra State. You can go and verify. Thank you for watching this video. And if you are new to my channel, you have not yet subscribed to my channel, subscribe to my channel. Hit the subscription button. Hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, you'll be among the first to know. God bless you. And please don't forget to like this video so that Google can rank it higher and then show it to more people so that they will see the need to support the move to turn Nigeria from consumption to a productive nation under the leadership of President Peter Obi. God bless you and yours. Thank you.